Alright, road trippers, welcome to week number 2. I have a new trivia experience for you. This one was Kualoa Ranch. Kualoa Ranch is in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. They filmed a ton of movies here. You're going to see a ton of great pictures. It is one of the most beautiful places on earth. So let's get started. Welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. This is the 365-day trivia road trip. We are on day number 9. This is a 21-question random trivia quiz. We have 20 questions up front, and then the question 21 tiebreaker is at the very end of the video if you need to stick around for that. Thank you for watching. Enjoy today's pictures from Kualoa Ranch, and good luck. Question number 1. What is the name of the United States Army Air Force's B-29 bomber that dropped the Fat Man nuclear weapon over the Japanese city of Nagasaki during World War II in the second wartime nuclear detonation in history? Not the first one, the second one. What is the name of the plane? That plane was called the Boxcar. Question number 2. This painting may be a self-portrait depicting an attack of agoraphobia. What is the name of this Edvard Munch painting of a distorted figure holding his hands to his head and making a loud, distressed noise? That loud, distressed noise became the title. It was called The Scream. Question number 3. On Camazotz, the characters in this novel fight the It, who has imprisoned Dr. Murray, although Charles Wallace is able to defeat him after Meg loves him. What is the title of this 1962 novel written by Madeleine L'Engle? That novel was called A Wrinkle in Time. Question number 4. At the beginning of this novel, the Shelby family sells their property to the St. Clair family. At the end of this novel, George and Eliza Harris escape north. The husband of Aunt Chloe is killed by Simon Legree in what novel written by Harriet Beecher Stowe? That novel is called Uncle Tom's Cabin. Question number 5. This figure stole fire from the gods to give to humans and taught them how to trick the gods when making sacrifices. For punishment, what Titan was chained to a rock and had his liver eaten out by an eagle every day? The answer is Prometheus. Question number 6. He composed 12 variations on a French song with identical melody to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Who was this composer of songs like A Little Night Music and Fantasia No. 3 and operas such as The Magic Flute and The Marriage of Figaro? The answer is Mozart, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Question number 7. The Rhapsody on a Theme of Paganini was written from 24 caprices originally written for this instrument. Vivaldi's The Four Seasons is a set of concerti that was also written for what four-stringed instrument? The answer is the violin. Question number 8. This country fought a 1982 war against Great Britain for control of the Falkland Islands. What is this South American country whose former leaders include Nestor Kirchner and Juan Perón? The answer is Argentina. Question number 9. His friend Wilson cares for his head wound after his return to camp, a kindness the protagonist had not shown for The Tattered Man and Jim Conklin after they earned the titular mark. What is this novel that follows Henry Fleming as he participates in the Civil War, a work by Stephen Crane? This titular mark was the Red Badge of Courage. Question number 10. Described in chapter 3 of Exodus, it is now an emblem of the Presbyterian Church. It was found by a man tending his father-in-law Jethro's flock on Mount Horeb. While investigating what phenomenon was Moses told to deliver the children of Israel out of slavery in Egypt? That phenomenon was the burning bush. Question 11. This layer extends to a depth of 2,890 kilometers and contains more than half the Earth's mass. What is the name given to this molten layer of the Earth that is found between the crust and the core? The answer is the mantle. Question number 12. The Alinda and the Griqua groups of these objects are found within the Kirkwood gaps. What is the term for these objects that include Ceres and Vesta, which are prominently found in a belt between Mars and Jupiter? They are found in the asteroid belt. They are asteroids. Question number 13. A light-hearted depiction of Hollywood in the late 1920s, portraying performers caught up in the transition from silent films to talkies. 1952's Singin' in the Rain was directed by Stanley Donen and what other man who also choreographed and starred in it? The answer is Gene Kelly. Question 14. Remade 41 years later with modern stars like Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, and George Clooney. What was the title of the 1960 film set in Las Vegas that starred Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr.? That 1960 movie was Ocean's 11. Question 15. This deity's union with Aphrodite yielded Eros and his attendants Phobos and Deimos. Wounded by Diomedes during the Trojan War, what is the name of this son of Zeus and Hera, who is the Greek god of war? The Roman god of war was Mars. The Greek god of war is Ares. Question 16. The tuning fork diagram is a graphic depiction of the Hubble classification scheme for these systems. What is the term for these regions of the universe that are classified into irregular, elliptical, or spiral types? An example would be the Andromeda or the Milky Way. The answer is galaxies. Question number 17. The Bukit Timah Nature Reserve is the largest area of rainforest left in this city. Its Chiang Airport is a regional hub. What is this Southeast Asian city-state, the most densely populated country in Asia? The answer is Singapore. Question number 18. It takes place within the chloroplasts, which contain light-absorbing chlorophylls. What is the term for this process by which organisms, often plants, use light energy to turn carbon dioxide and water into glucose? This process is called photosynthesis. Question number 19. In the United States, the fire ant, zebra mussel, kudzu, and cane toad are examples of what kind of non-indigenous species that, when introduced, have the potential to wreak havoc on an ecosystem or economy? Just looking for the general term for that type of non-indigenous species. The answer is an invasive species. Question number 20. What is the name of the NBA player who played for the Lakers from 1960 to 74, then coached the Lakers from 1976 to 79, then became the general manager of the Lakers from 79 to 2000, and is the figure depicted on the official NBA logo? That man's name is Jerry West. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of ROADTRIpVIA. I know that you liked the pictures and the videos in this. This place was so cool. They filmed George of the Jungle here, Jurassic Park, Jumanji, 50 First Dates, a ton of movies. It was like over 100 movies, and we got to tour around and see all of it. So, very cool video. I have one more Hawaii video coming up next week. So make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can follow along to the 365-day trivia road trip. You can see some new sites, you can play some trivia. It's going to be a good time. Here's question 21, the tiebreaker. In the original Back to the Future, what year did Marty McFly travel back to where he encounters young versions of his parents and is forced to make sure that they fall in love or he will cease to exist in the future? What year does he go back to? Closest person wins. The movie was set in 1985. He travels back 30 years to 1955. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.